I thought that was a really good game for us in the fact that we started well offensively. We finished a lot of plays. We had some turnovers that because we got a little bit too aggressive, but we built a big lead, and so I was pleased with how we started the game, really on both ends. It wasn't a perfect half, but it started very well. We got a little bit immature once we had a double-figure lead and did not finish the half well. And then in the second half, we played with the most dangerous thing that you can play against is good three-point shooters. And give Davis credit for making 8 threes in the second half and storming back. And in hindsight, I'm really glad that the game got to that point because it was important for us to play in a close game. And we got more out of the finish of that game than we would have had we kept a double-figure lead the whole time, although I wish we would have kept a double-figure lead the whole time. So really a good experience. Davis's kids just kept competing, was very impressed with their team and the job that Jim is doing. So fortunate to win.
They did make threes, but what did you think about your perimeter defense during that stretch?
Well, I don't think it was good enough. They made some deep threes, some tough threes, but good offense beats good defense. But good offense doesn't beat great defense. And I didn't think we played great defense. And you have to play great defense against guys that have a hot hand, and we didn't do that.
Anything else, Coach?
Yeah, just on the free throws. You guys only tackled what was the total? 11 calls from that?
16, I believe.
Yeah, but a lot of those kind of came at the end there. But just is there anything to get into the line a little more? Because that's been a strength of you guys this season.
Well, you know what? We were shooting such a great percentage. I don't know if they made a point not to foul, but we were shooting such a great percentage that oftentimes when you're shooting at that percentage, there's not a lot of contact, and then we had some block charges that were correctly called as charges that maybe could have got us to the line a little more, but that's an area that obviously we need to take advantage of, and we probably didn't the first 30 minutes of the game. Well, Lars is I thought he did the best job defensively for us against Neufeld, right? Excuse me. I thought Lars did the best job. Every week that we play a game, Lars is playing against an offense that 6 months ago he didn't even know existed. And so there's so much for him to learn, and all of our freshmen, because they're playing against schemes that they've just never seen before, and they're having to play schemes to counteract those that they didn't play in high school. And so I thought Lars was very effective, and I thought Andre had some good moments in there as well, but he had a couple fouls in the first half, so DJ got a chance at it. But fortunately up front we've got a number of guys who can pass the baton to each other. Well, it is very hard to come in and start and play big minutes as a freshman and play well at both ends and play a complete game. I mean, that's a lot to ask of a freshman, and we've been starting 2 of them. One as a center, one as a point guard. And so those guys are getting baptized by fire, and as long as they can play smart and stable and take baby steps forward, then I think that's good for us. But fortunately, they have some upperclassmen that have come in. I thought Paris tonight came in and played excellent, and really helped Joel because he needed a little assistance tonight.
Coach, you're going to San Francisco and then Santa Clara, which are off to really good starts. A lot of Cal teams wouldn't play those on the road. Can you talk about being willing to do that, and also if you know anything about them and how well they started their seasons?
Well, I think USF might be undefeated still. I'm not sure. I think they might have played today, and we haven't studied those teams yet because we can't get ahead of ourselves. It's a game at a time, and they're obviously both off to very good starts and well coached, and hopefully we'll have some fans travel to play, to come watch those games when we play. because it's obviously within driving distance, but we'll have to play well because it's life on the road's never easy.
Is your philosophy that you're good playing the other local schools and at their place even?
No, to be honest with you, it's not. But it's the schedule that we have, and I'd like to preserve the opportunity to play some local schools. But I think those games should be played more frequently on our court. And with the new scheduling philosophy of the Pac-12 that they've implemented, we're going to have to be very careful when we do that. But I'd like to preserve the chance to play those guys. But any coach, not just me, would tell you they'd rather play them at home. I think that the trip to New York, I felt like yesterday our team was tired. I felt like they were tired, and so the lesson has to be that whether you win the game or lose the game, you have to learn from the game. And just like tonight, we have to learn from tonight's performance. And I think it's important to do that if you're going to keep growing. We didn't play complete basketball in New York. We played against two teams that were more established and that are better teams than us right now. Against Duke, we played 11 minutes really like we wanted to, but we didn't sustain it. And then we played the first 8 of the second half kind of like we wanted to, but we didn't sustain it. Against Texas, we sustained more quality minutes. But against great teams, nationally ranked teams, you've got to play 39 to 40 minutes to have a chance to win, and we didn't do that. So hopefully we learned that lesson. But again, tonight we didn't play a full 40 either, and that's consistency is going to be something that we have to strive to improve.
Just with the rotation, how comfortable are you with that at this stage in terms of when you guys in like that? How comfortable at this stage?
Well, we're getting a lot of guys experience. I don't think our rotation is set. I think we're closer, but it still comes down. Some nights, if you're not playing well, then you're not going to play as much. And we have a lot of young guys trying to learn and grow, and it's going to take them, quite a bit of time before they get comfortable. And until they do, our rotation may juggle just based upon matchups alone.
I think we got to give credit to UC Davis. They played really well. They're a good team, and they shot the ball really well against us.
Yeah, I think we probably let them get back in the game. They were hitting a lot of shots and playing hard, the start of the second half. And it took us a while for us to, get going again. And then once we, started to play hard and competing, I feel like we got, ourselves ahead. But the credit to them, they played hard and were really competitive and were hitting shots. So.
Curtis, you mentioned them hitting a lot of threes. I think they hit 8 out of 16 in the second half. What did you think about your perimeter defense as a group?
Not good enough. We were pressuring up, but we can't let a team hit 8 threes on us in the second half, and that's what made it a game.
Eric, can you talk about that? You hit a huge corner three that you guys at 6 points. Especially just kind of talking about what you saw from that and when able to hit that physical shot there.
Yeah, just the time was running down. 4 seconds when I got it. I just stepped back, shot it, made it, just got back on defense.
It looked like there was nobody moving at that point. Was it a deal where maybe it wasn't your first option, but it was really your only option?
Yeah, I just had to get it up. It went in. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I made the shot. It put us up. It was a big momentum play for us. The bench was super happy for us. My teammates were super happy for me. And I think it just helped us on defense. We just were more motivated.
You guys are having stretches where you played very well, and then you're having stretches where you guys are not allowing the opposition to get back in the game. Is that part of the learning curve under the new coach and the new system? How frustrating is it that you guys really haven't been able to put that full game together?
I don't think it's a learning curve. I think it's just us being players, having to just lock in. Sometimes in a game, there's times where other teams make run and, people could get discouraged, but we just got to stay together, stay motivated, and just play through it.
Ryan, what did you think about your ability as a team to kind of finish this one once it got a little crazy at the end and they actually took the lead? What does that say about you guys that you were able to stand there?
I just think, it goes into part of what Paris was talking about and playing the full 40 minutes. And, I think we're getting better at that every single game and competing and playing hard from start to finish. So, obviously we slacked off a little bit in the middle of the second half, but I feel like we were able to come back and pick up the pace and play hard and compete and do what we had to do to get the job done. So, I think that shows improvement from us, which I think is something we've been doing, every game in the season so far.
Chris, what do you think of your kid Ezra just went out and
Oh yeah. He's good. I know Ezra. Yeah, he's a good player. He has a great opportunity at UC Davis, and he played well with his team.
Anything else?
Yeah, just on the road trip, the previous road trip you had, obviously didn't get the results you wanted, but how do you feel that experience helped you guys out when you go from that experience?
I think it was definitely a learning experience playing against two really good ranked teams, and I think they played well. We didn't play well, and we're going to get better from that.